Hello and welcome to this month's edition of The White Report. It was a fitting end to a pretty remarkable 2017 financial year. For a month that can often disappoint, this June was a pretty special one. With a collection of personal best results in many of our specific markets and 2 record-smashing transactions, the group recorded total sales of 4.3 billion, and this represented a 20% increase on last June and one of the biggest year-on-year increases we've had for some time. A feature in June was the decision by the Australian Reserve Bank to maintain cash rates at historic low levels of 1.5%. But this didn't mean that there wasn't movement in interest rates in Australia in June, as many banks reshaped their mortgage products, which has the potential to alter borrowing decisions by purchasers. Hence the record result for our partners in loan market as purchasers sought out more precise information. Our June result was underpinned by particularly strong activity in New South Wales. The state recorded $1.3 billion in sales revenue, and Victoria also had a strong month at $606 million. The new Lower North Shore office, the Ray White office at Lower North Shore, Mossman, wrote $120 million in their first month of trading with the group, certainly a huge debut to remember. And the Queensland result of $776 million was well up on last year, evidencing a firm trading market, though perhaps without the raw excitement of its southern counterparts. A very significant announcement during June was that Andrew McSweeney's market-leading business in Carina in Brisbane was joining the Ray White Group. A huge welcome to Andrew and his outstanding team. We're so excited to have you on board. In South Australia, the results were also up nicely on last year at 147 million. Matt Lindblom, a CEO of South Australia, says that our market share hovered around 11% in June, which was 2.5% higher than our nearest competitor. Trading conditions in Western Australia remain as tough as we've ever experienced, with a total value of sales down on last year by over 10%, despite sales numbers holding up. While the dream of home ownership can be seen as becoming increasingly difficult in other Australian capitals, particularly Sydney and Melbourne, the Perth market is now the most affordable, especially for first home buyers. The New Zealand result of 764 million was down 9% on the previous June. And Kerry Smith, the CEO of Ray White New Zealand, says the market continues to show signs of a winter slowdown, with listings in short supply and buyers looking for value. Also, interest rates in New Zealand remained on hold for the month, with the expectation of this being a long-term view. The Ray White Property Management team held its annual landlord event, which attracted over 5,000 property owners to the Ray White network across New Zealand for a night of educational updates. And Ray White Remuera, our #1 business internationally, relocated to an absolutely stunning new purpose-built 3-level premises at 411 Remuera Road. And Megan Jaffe, in her opening speech, said it was a home for the community and a place where people can reach their true potential. This office sets a new benchmark right across the region for providing an environment within which Megan and her team can chase their potential and engage with clients and their local community. Another example of incredible leadership from our most successful business. The commercial team recorded a huge PB for June with $439 million of sales for the month. 2 monster transactions for the commercial New South Wales team were not only record-breaking within Ray White, but also across the entire Sydney metropolitan market. And Ben Kirby finalised one of the largest metropolitan transactions of 2017 with the $380 million sale of the Bakehouse Quarter in Sydney Inner West. We've only been able to recognise a fraction of these sales in our trading figures for the month due to delayed settlements and conjunction agents. The rural network recorded its second strongest month on record, with approximately $150 million of sales for the month. In June, West Australia's largest independent rural real estate agency, VNW Independent, also announced their intention to partner with Ray White Rural from July. The company has been operating since 2001 and we welcome its directors Stephen Vaughan, Hugh Ness Simon Wilding and Robert Chittick to our family. Our partners in Loan Market recorded their personal best month in June with over $819 million in loan settlements. Its own Loan Market Go lending product is continuing to show healthy growth in volumes. We continue to focus on customer satisfaction with another 2,400 vendors and buyers rating the Ray White service a 10 out of 10. Our Net Promoter Score remains strong at around 80 with a good response rate of 34% across the group. It's been another busy month for new office openings, and a big welcome to Darwin local Matt England in Ray White Nightcliff in Northern Territory, as well as Adrian Campbell of Ray White Aldinga Beach in South Australia. Welcome to Leah Turner, the Kilcare Peninsula, and welcome back to Mitch Palmer, who joined Larry Milan in opening Ray White Mermaid Waters. And it's great to see Rebecca Onsetten opening up in Pelican Waters with Andrew Garland on the Sunshine Coast. That promises to be a fantastic new business. And Paul Franks is eager to get into his new premises at Ray White Warriewood. And welcome also to Wiltar Jajor, who is opening Ray White Mount Druitt. During June, Brian White attended the World Economic Forum's meeting in Stade, Switzerland. This August body had its first specialist family business conference, and it was based on the emerging worldwide belief that family businesses are far more important in economic activity than previously accepted. Brian said he was impressed by the response of delegates to our story of being a fourth generation family business still owned and led by the family, while continuing to grow our leadership position. The message that came through so frequently was of the difficulties and problems in maintaining businesses in the family structure, even though, if successful, such wonderful advantages accrue. Brian was invited to speak at the conference about his personal experience, which is fantastic. And finally, we're very proud to be awarded the Network of the Year award at the recent REB Awards for the second year in a row. The award recognises the network that is providing the most value to its members and has shown continued relentlessness for improvement and innovation. It's such a great endorsement of all the hard work and imagination of all of our members across the group. Well, that's it for this month's White Report, a big end to a big 2017 financial year. I look forward to seeing you again soon for the next edition of the White Report.